All right, sis, somebody's got to tell you the truth, okay? Might as well be me. You've got to raise your prices, okay? You've got to raise your prices. It's time. If you are still charging beginner prices with expert level skills, if you are giving luxury service, okay, at discounted rates, we need to talk. We need to talk. We have got to stop making excuses for our excellence, okay? Because your prices are lying about your power, right? Your prices are lying about your power. Now, I know I'm about to snatch some edges. I know I am. That's why I brought my edge control, okay? Because we're going to go ahead and lay them babies right on back down. We're going to lay them edges back down. I will be the edge snatcher today, but I promise you I'm going to be gentle in the end. I'm going to say this with tough love, okay? But I did bring the edge control, okay? I did. I did. So listen, we got to work on your money mindset. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth, the whole truth and nothing but, because you already have the receipts, the results, the real range of your expertise, your level of expertise, right? But you're still charging like you're unsure of yourself, unsure of your value. Nah, not on my watch, okay? Not on my watch. Period, point blank. We're not doing that. Not this year, not this season, not going forward. We've got to leave that in the rearview mirror. You know what I'm saying? So let's make this your virtual permission slip that you clearly need, right? I want this to be a reminder to you that you are the asset, Pooh. Period. You are the asset. Okay? You are the most valuable player. You got me? Now, your price right now, and at any time, your price always reflects your position. And so here's the truth. Your prices often, or your low prices, I should say, often signal low confidence. Why? Because you don't feel confident to charge higher, right? So your low prices often signal low confidence, not affordability. And I know you've got that twisted in your mind, but we're going to untwist that. Okay. We got to undo that and unlearn that. High achieving women often undercharge because they want to be accessible or they want to be liked, right? But we can't worry about being liked. We can't worry about being people pleasers. We can't be pushovers and doormats. No, we cannot. Okay. We have got to value what we offer, what we possess, our God given gifts and our talents, and the sweat equity and the years of experience and the educational background and all the years we put into working in corporate America and giving away all of that to them for years. We've got to now own that, take real ownership of that, and know that we are worth more, right? This is not Walmart. Okay. You are not Walmart. You are worth mart. Okay. Worth mart. Say that until you believe it. So discounting yourself, guess what? Those attract the wrong clients. And the thing is, we want to attract the right clients and repel the wrong clients. Okay. So people who are freebie seekers, people who price shop, those people will stress you the hell out. Okay. You need to be looking for your champagne clients. Why? Champagne clients are your ideal dream clients. And why that's important for you to work with those individuals is because those individuals look for energy. They look for expertise. They look for elevation. They don't look for coupons. Okay. They understand what it means to invest in themselves at a high level. And you know what? They don't just want the information and the parts and pieces of the solution. They want the whole shebang, the whole enchilada, right? They want the transformation as a result of working with you. So you are selling the outcome, okay, of what they will get as a result of working with you. So when you undercharge, you overwork yourself for pennies. And you know what? You have a little bit or a lot of bit of desperate energy there too. I know that hurts. Ouch. But it's okay. Like when you take a little fall, get up, dust yourself off, and try again. Just let that bounce right off. I said, I'm coming with tough love. That's what we do over here. Okay. So this is not about judgment or putting you down. It's about telling the truth. And my channel is all about truth and transparency and candid and courageous conversations while we're doing a little bit of coaching. Okay. So I am coaching you right now, and I'm reminding you of who you are. Okay. So when you overcharge, you end up overworking yourself until the point of burnout. Okay. So, and let me tell you, I know by firsthand that all money ain't good money. Okay. Some of them people, in fact, that be giving you their coins and their dollars, they will work your nerves. Okay. To the point that you will want to give them all their coins back. Okay. I'm telling you, they will treat you like a cheap coach because that's how they view you. That's the perspective they have of you. And they actually want more from you than those who actually pay at a higher level. It's just a mind game. I'm going to keep it clean, rated PG. Okay. But it really and truly is. So you don't just offer a service. That's what I need you to know. You are offering a transformation, back to what I was saying shortly ago. Okay. So that means you're not just selling coaching or consulting. You're not just selling the design. You're not just selling healing, right? You're not just selling the strategy. You're selling outcomes. You feel what I'm saying? You're selling, again, the transformation, not just the information. And so if you think about the ripple effect of, that your work has, confidence, clarity, peace of mind, energy, the money that you're helping people make, all the things, that and so much more, right? That's just what came top of mind. But you offer so much more than that. Think about how priceless that is. And guess what? That still comes with a premium price. Okay. So raise your standards in order to raise your prices. What do I mean by that? I mean, stop negotiating your worth. Stop it. Cut it out. Just be done with it. Okay. Stop negotiating your worth and upgrade your offer. And when you upgrade your offer, it's nothing to think about. When I upgraded listen, in fact, I started off as a high ticket coach because that's how I was taught when I learned about coaching in the online space. And you might be saying, but Coach Katrina, I've seen you promote low ticket offers. So if you're promoting low ticket offers, how are you sitting up here telling us that we shouldn't offer low ticket offers? Here's what you don't know, and here's what you don't see. And this is why you need a coach, okay? Because what you see is on the outside looking in. Okay, you see just the tip of the iceberg. You don't see what's beneath the surface, right? So you have no idea that I'm always taking people off the platform, number one. Okay, I'm not on borrowed land. I'm pulling people into my, property and territory. That's first. Okay, second of all, I never sell a low ticket item without something on the back end that's high ticket. Okay, just so you know. So I know what strategy I'm using. And it's not, for me, it's not necessarily just about accessibility or affordability, even though I do offer some one-off coaching calls, for example, that are at the lowest rate I've ever charged. And those rates, by the way, are only going to be this rate until after this quarter, or after pretty much this quarter, because we have a job liberation virtual summit coming up as of this recording. And I want to make sure that, that I give everybody an opportunity to work with me, meeting them where they are. But best believe, even in those conversations, okay, there's always an upsell of some sort if I feel strongly that they're a good fit for me as a coach, as my client, and me as their coach, and that I actually have something to offer them. Because wouldn't it be a disservice for me, just as it would for you, to know somebody is in deep pain and then to not even offer them the cure? To not offer them a way to manage or control the pain, to eliminate it, to make it go away, to address their urgent need, their strongest desires, their deepest aspirations. Are you kidding me right now? No. Can you imagine if you went to a doctor and and you're telling this doctor all of your problems, and you're saying, oh, doc, I've been in all this pain and I don't know what's going on. It started way back when and it's only gotten worse. I don't know what's happening. I've done this, and this, and I've tried this, and that to fix it. I don't know what else to do, so that's why I'm here. And the doctor just says, oh, well, thanks for sharing that with me. I now know your pain, so So I'm going to go ahead and send you away. But thank you for stopping by. Next. Can you imagine what a disservice, what an awful person? Why is he even a doc or she a doctor in the first place? How did they get a degree, right? How the hell did they graduate? And then they just sent you off in pain? Talk about poor bedside manners. So you would be doing the same thing. So would I with you. So yes, charge your rates. Boost them up. Give yourself a rate. How? You just do it. If you're charging it for a $97 call right now or $150 charging by the hour, that first of all, that's not even an effective strategy, okay? Because you always want to be charging value-based pricing. Again, based on the transformation. I learned that back when, where at my first Lisa Nichols, what was it? Well, it wasn't a summit, but conference, okay? That was the first place I'd ever heard that. At the time, I was charging, believe it or not, hourly rates and discounting my hourly rates, okay? Because I was charging for my time, not for the service and the transformation and the outcome and the results that people got with me. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I had the wrong business model. So you've got to know what your business model is. And I'm telling you, high ticket is the way. Start high and then go low. Because you can always have, in your product suite, you want to have a low ticket offer, mid-tier offer, and high tickets. But if you start high, and the first coach I ever hired, and I've hired several coaches since, of all sorts, okay, doing, for different reasons and different phases in my business along this journey, okay? But when you start high, you can actually break down that high ticket offer into smaller, low ticket, mid-tier ticket prices, but you're still going to always have the ability to upsell people to your higher ticket item that's going to give them the biggest transformation, right? So you always want to have that top tiered offer, and you always want to set up the clients that you're working with, your dream clients, your ideal clients, your champagne clients. You always want to be speaking to their pain points because everybody else will follow. Okay? Because ultimately everybody's trying to reach that same North Star, right? And so you want to make sure that you have something in place, other offers that branches off of that high ticket offer that will allow people to then say, okay, so I'm going to start here because this is where I'm at right now, right? And you want to meet people where they are. So you're going to have them condition them and prepare them and groom them for your higher ticket offer. But right now, they might not be ready for that. Right now, they truly might not have the full investment, and that's okay. Let's prepare them. Let's get them ready for that offer, right? And that's why if you start high and then from there, drop that down to a mid-tier offer and then drop that down to a lower tier offer, start them at that place if they need that, or maybe they're a little more advanced and they don't need that beginner phase. They need like kind of in the middle, and then go ahead and work them up towards that higher ticket offer. But nevertheless, even each of those offers need to be at a premium price. Not $27, $97, $150 an hour. And besides that, you're going to burn yourself out completely. I promise you. Okay, so upgrade your offer, tighten up your messaging so you can speak to the right people and attract the right people, but repel the wrong people. Okay, and then show up as the CEO that you say you are, but you're not operating in your fullest capacity as a CEO. Okay, now it's not just about the numbers. Okay, it's about knowing your next level values, your next level value. You feel me? So just like this is why, like I said, you need somebody on your side. And it doesn't have to be me, okay? It could be any business coach of your choosing, but you do absolutely need to operate or work with someone who already knows what they're doing, understands the strategy, understands your struggle, right? And is on your side and has your best interest at heart to get you to your next level for real, for real. And what's different about me than any other coach out here is that my focus is different. Because I know you hear a lot of coaches out here talking about, business strategies, and they're talking about, structure, and they're helping you, with low ticket offers, and they're helping you to start a business, to leave a job, to grow a business, to scale a business. I understand all of that too. And I help you with all of that too. But my primary focus is always your holistic well-being. And so that's where my philosophies lie. That's what my teaching methodologies are around. That's what my frameworks are built off of, right? And so it's for me as a holistic business coach and an art and health and wellness educator, I'm about helping you as an established woman in a successful career, right? You have an established career in corporate America, but you want more for yourself. You want more out of life, and you know this isn't it for you. So you're either at a place where you're ready to transition and start your business in the online space, a service-based business specifically, okay? Or if you have a product-based business, then we would need to couple that with a service-based business. Or you might be someone who already started your business, already making the transition, and you're kind of sandwiched in between because you're, operating your business full time in a very demanding corporate career and leadership more than likely, right? Upper management, mid-management, C-suite exec, what have you, or even a frontline worker or independent contributor, doesn't matter really. But wherever you are, that's a lot, right? And then you're shouldering the weight of the responsibilities of your household, right? That's a difficult place to be. And then there's the burnt out, entrepreneur, business owner who's full time, and maybe they have a team or at least an assistant or two, right? Some small team to help them, but they don't have the bandwidth, and they're not doing the right things necessarily in the right order, or maybe they are just, operating out of alignment, or whatever the case may be. That might be you. So wherever you fall on the spectrum of that, the point is, I'm meeting you where you are. And I take a holistic approach to make sure that you are prioritizing your health, your healing, and your happiness, because you can build an aligned and profitable online brand and business without sacrificing your soul and sanity or compromising your health and happiness, contrary to popular belief. Okay, because I don't believe in the hustle. I am anti-hustle and struggle. No more the struggle bus for me. I am on the abundance limousine. Okay, I am all about pro health and happiness. That's me all day, every day, and that's what I want for you. So if you want to get to your next level and you need somebody to just walk you through the process, to talk this out loud with somebody who's paved the way, who's been there, done that, okay? If you are wanting to work with somebody who's modeling where you see yourself and where you aspire to be, then, and if that person is me, okay, then great. Go ahead and get on a clarity call with me. I'm going to actually have 3 options right now. And I actually have other ways you can work with me. And on those calls, I actually do talk to you about that if I see that there's something I have in place that's a better fit for you, that will get you the best result for you. Okay. However, you do have 3 options to start with. So we can just, create a customized game plan for you, and really just, put together devise your exit strategy if that's what we need to do and where we need to start. Go ahead and talk about, first of all, assess where you are in the journey, what your struggles are, what your pain points are, and what I can do to support you, right? And then literally map out a customized plan for you specifically. Build a business, grow a business, set up to scale a business, whatever it takes. Okay, so get on a call with me so you can get clarity, so you can gain insight. And listen, if you're not sure about how to raise your prices without scaring folks away, because I know that's oftentimes the truth about, why people don't raise their prices, and they're like, well, I don't want to be a cheesy, sleazy salesperson. Well, that's because that's based on your experience. Okay, we're not car salesmen. Okay, like I alluded to earlier, if you are not charging premium prices, you are doing your clients a disservice. Okay, period, point blank. You are doing your clients a disservice by cheapening your prices, and you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay, truth be told. So get on a clarity call with me. You can book that. Let's map out a profitable, aligned pricing strategy for you. And by the way, you can also grab my free ebook, or I keep saying free because it used to be, but it is a nominal fee, and it's worth every bit, okay, every penny. seriously, because it's going to work on your money mindset, which is what I spoke to earlier. And seriously, what we need to work on right now. And that is mastering your mindset, right? Learning the 5 pillars that every successful entrepreneur utilizes, leverages as they are on the entrepreneurial journey. Okay. And let's start shifting your beliefs, your limiting beliefs right now about what you're really worth, because that has been a problem for you, has it not? And I don't want that to continue to be a problem for you, because you are every bit worth it. Okay. And, like I said, I have all of the low ticket items as well. Okay. But those branch off from my high ticket offer. And that's how I'm always able to, create more and more and more different tiers and include all of that in my product suite, because it all starts with the high ticket offer, the premium priced offer. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then you break it down from there. So when everybody else is going low, feeding everybody at the bottom, right, where it's crowded, you need to take up space up here. You need to start at the top. When they go low, we go high. Okay, yes, we adopt the Michelle Obama philosophy as far as, what their campaign was back when her and Barack ran, or when Barack ran for president, right? However, for me in my business, this is the philosophy that I've adopted from Michelle Obama, because I believe in that wholeheartedly when it comes to your pricing points, okay, and pricing your offers. So when they go low, that means everybody else is going low, and everybody is scrambling at the bottom for all of the, I don't mean to sound mean, but the bottom feeders, so to speak, okay? Just for lack of a nicer term or a better term. I can't think of one right now. And I look at it, tell it how I see it, okay? So no apologies here. And I don't sugarcoat the truth. So I say all that to say that we need to value ourselves, okay? And what you have is really and truly valuable. So don't doubt yourself. Don't count yourself out. Let's go ahead and figure out just what we need to do to shift your beliefs, and also how we can change your business model and your pricing structure and get you well on your way. If you really want a true path to freedom carved out for you, then definitely get on a call with me and let's work through it. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Okay. Now, if this is a valuable video for you and you're enjoying the content here on my channel, then make sure you do subscribe, okay? And hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode whenever I drop new content and or go live. And also, okay, make sure that as I tune out and you tune in, that you share this video out with at least 3 friends, and make sure you watch the next video that YouTube recommends. As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly, darling, in this journey with you. Bye for now.